You're watching Access Asia on France 24. I'm Molly Hall. Coming up in today's show, bloodshed in Bangladesh. We examine what's behind the recent spate of targeted killings. And from princely palace to luxury residence, we visit the hotel in India that's considered by many to be the best in the world. Plus, celebrating South Korea's culinary delight. The famed Michelin Guide is set to publish its Seoul edition. But first, Bangladesh has recently been hit by a wave of murders of prominent activists and bloggers. According to U.S. officials, there have been more than 30 attacks in the past 14 months. While 23 of those have been claimed by groups with links to terrorist organizations, the situation on the ground is far more complex. Many believe the attacks have more to do with internal politics stemming from a power struggle between the government and the opposition. Our Sarabi Tandon reports.
On April 25th, a group of men entered this building in Dhaka and hacked to death LGBT activist Julhaz Manan and his friend Tonoy Mehboob. This was the latest in a series of attacks on minorities in the Muslim-majority nation of Bangladesh. Julhaz's family, who have hardly spoken to the media, agreed to tell us how they feel.
After my brother's case, I found all my friends, all my relatives, and all my colleagues, and all my business associates. I saw fear in their faces. Something that they're afraid that it might happen to anybody.
In 2013, such killings began with atheist bloggers. But over the last 2 years, the range of targets has broadened. Recent victims include professors, social activists, and religious leaders. These arbitrary murders have also left moderate Muslims in fear. 2 years ago, Islamic fundamentalists also killed Sufi cleric Ahmed Raza Faruqi's father.
Not only Sufis, other religious leaders and priests are also scared for their life like us. We are all afraid. Afraid of those who pray like us, call themselves Muslims, but work against humanity in the name of religion.
7 people have been killed in the last month alone, 20 in the past 1 year. Who is to blame? The Islamic State and Al-Qaeda have taken responsibility for most of these attacks. But the government has adamantly refuted such claims. They insist that the opposition parties are behind these killings.
Right-wing, a party of Bangladesh Nationalist Party called BNP, headed by the ex-Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia. So Begum Khaleda Zia acted as a political umbrella to this homegrown terrorist network and the religious fundamentalist politics. It has a definite political motive, and that motive is to destabilize the government.
Led by Begum Khaleda, BNP is the main opposition party of Bangladesh. Their bitter rivalry with the current government, led by the Awami League, has lasted decades. This Muslim country might have chosen secularism at independence in 1971, but in an attempt to secure more votes, Begum Khaleda and her allies have pushed for a more radicalized Islamic regime within the country. The Awami League, on the other hand, has come to power guaranteeing a secular state. We met Arif Jeptik, another liberal blogger in Dhaka, who has been in hiding since he started receiving death threats by anonymous fundamentalists.
You see the list of 19 people. This is the latest list they sent to all those medias. The first name was Niladri Chakraborty. He is already dead, so they marked it on a red pan that they already killed Niladri. And the second name is mine.
Arif and his friends were part of a social movement called the Shahbag protests that began in Dhaka in February 2013. This movement, led by young bloggers, demanded that secular democratic rights be guaranteed to all by the Bangladeshi government. A majority of those killed in the last 2 years were also part of these demonstrations. Arif believes there is a direct link between these murders and the protests. For instance, even though he follows Islam, he has been painted as an atheist.
what they are doing is they are trying to portray all of us as anti-Islamist. Not only that, they are trying to say that all of us say bad thing against the Islam and Muslim, so our killing is justified. This is how.
For its own part, the government under Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has done little to bring justice to these murders. Since 2013, only one case has been solved.
Next, if you're looking for the most luxurious hotel in the world, head to India. This is where a former palace now welcomes guests in Rajasthan. Our Shona Bhattacharya gives an inside look into what's considered by many as the best hotel in the world.
This isn't Italy, nor France. Far from Europe or the United States, this hotel is in India. Welcome to the former residence of the Maharaja of Jodhpur in Rajasthan. It's ranked the best hotel in the world by TripAdvisor this year, thanks to guests from all over the globe who stayed at the hotel and voted online. When they arrive, they're treated to a royal greeting, just like in the olden days. It's everything but subtle, and the visitors are enchanted.
The flowers they are throwing on us, it's feeling like I'm a queen and everybody is welcoming me.
Being the best hotel in the world is no simple task. This team manager, butler, and chef work discreetly backstage to ensure perfection for each guest.
Good morning. Before we do anything, I'll just...
This morning, the team is preparing the royal suite.
Welcome to the magnificent and wonderful Maharani suite. This is where the Queen of Jodhpur used to live.
With 7 rooms spread out over 440 square meters, a night in this suite will set you back more than 14,000 euros. A lounge, dining room, bedroom, and private spa are all part of this luxurious package. But the icing on the cake is this man, a personal butler for every client. Before they arrive, he takes stock of their requests regarding everything from food preferences to transport.
For butler is everything, ma'am, small details, like a guest, for example, like guest request for needle to the helicopters. Anything they can ask, so then butler should provide.
The hotel's opulent past is etched in its walls. The Maharaja, or local prince, reigned in the region until 1971, surrounded by his golden furniture and hunting trophies. His grandson still lives in a wing of the hotel and keeps a watchful eye on his ancestors' home.
We have to keep on telling them that, here it's not like any other hotel. A chair breaks, it can be replaced. It can't be replaced. If you put a hole in the wall, and it's a stone that can't be blocked up. So whatever you do, you have to be very careful to preserve the antiquity of the place, the originality of the place.
A sprawling 50,000 square meter palace of marble and sandstone, a reminder of India's glorious past, seducing tourists from around the world.
From luxury hotels to fine dining now, and Michelin is set to release its first food guide dedicated to Korean cuisine. The famous restaurant system will explore a thriving culinary scene that's gaining lots of popularity abroad. Our Natalie Torre and Julian Arlik report from Seoul.
Min Sun's cooking class always begins with a visit to the local food market. Today, 2 couples, one from Hong Kong and one from Switzerland, are about to discover the secrets of Korean cuisine.
We love Korean food, and we have a lot of Korean restaurants back in Zurich, where we live.
The idea with the cooking class was brought to us by a colleague, and it's pretty much fun to discover it, to get the real experience.
Since it was launched 1.5 years ago, Min Sun's cooking class is always packed. For 50 euros a person, you get to discover how to cook ginseng chicken or seafood crepes.
My class is a real success, and I'm delighted to meet so many foreign nationalities and to teach my pupils authentic Korean cuisine.
Korean food is booming amongst foreigners. At Wusan, one of the country's most famous restaurants, The chef is proud to have signed a partnership with Air France.
It is a very healthy cuisine with lots of vegetables. It also contains many ingredients, preserved in soya sauce, soybean paste, chili paste or salt. This too is very healthy and it attracts foreigners.
And this fall, Michelin will publish its first Seoul food guide. The launch team is going big and bold with its communications campaign.
Korea is the Asian country whose food has the greatest potential. Nowadays, people seek a cuisine that is traditional and specific at once. So people just turn to Korean food.
A whole new generation of chefs has emerged over the past 10 years, pursuing Korean cuisine with a passion and precision the world has never seen. Now they're setting their sights on a Michelin star or two of their very own.
Well, that's it for this edition. Don't forget you can watch this show and many others online at france24.com. That's in English, French, and in Arabic. I'll see you next time on Access Asia.